All right, what's up, everyone? Hopefully, hopefully everything's running well. Hopefully, y'all can hear me okay. In the previous episode, oh, bummer. For some reason, my question of the day didn't come up. Oh, that's a bummer. Let me see if I can get this switched real quick. I had a whole question of the day. All right, nope. Let me hide these layouts in the back. And let me see if I can real time add in a new one. Let's see what I can do. Let's see how good I am at streaming. Nope. Alright. And then let's... Boom! Did that all live. And we gotta move two things over. Dang, and just like that, we are ready to rock. To be fair, I could have done that beforehand too. Alright, so we are on our way. We are on our way to Avalugg, I believe. I want to check the pasture real quick, just to make sure I have the right Pokemon with me. Let's take a look. And also, when you jump in stream, definitely let me know your thoughts on Pokemon Draft League. It's been a hot topic lately. So definitely let me know what you're thinking about it. Is there anything cool I want to bring with me? I don't think anything particularly cool. Gligar's pretty cool. What would I bring you in for? Probably Parasect. Parasect is not cool. Yeah, let's get back to our survey work. And actually, let me move the subscriber stuff over just a little bit. All right, cool. So we're going for Avalugg today. Let's see if we can find our buddy. I'm hearing reports of mass breakouts. We're going to the Alabaster Icelands. That should be, I believe this is the last area that we got to unlock. So let's see how that goes. I like it already. This is a cool spot. Let's see what... Oh no, I got my little light on. Alright. Oh, this is cool. I like that it's like a tundra of sorts. I guess that makes sense that Avalugg's chilling here. It is rather chilly. It's like Texas today. Texas is super cold today. Very few venture to the Alabaster Icelands apart from Tauhua, leading the Old Supply Corps. I want to meet the supply and security people. I don't think I've met them yet. But it would be cool to meet them. Let me move the comments over, make sure I can see when people join. Alright, we gotta learn from Irita and our buddy Adaman. Here they are, Diamond and Pearl themselves. I wonder why she's so hot. You know, me to think the problem between us isn't a Diamond Clan thing or a Pearl Clan thing, it's just a you and me thing. We'll never see eye to eye on anything. Adaman's, he's chill. I like him. I thought I wouldn't like his character, but his character is really cool. Alright, so they're still arguing about Almighty Sinnoh. So it's all good. Oh, potential spam risk. Let's go ahead and ignore that. We're going to talk about the Jarek fellow, right? Where do you find him? This must be the warden for Avalugg. I'm getting hella notifications about spam. Alright. I am ready to go. I'm ready to rock. Hey, what's up, man? Happy you can make it back to the stream. I did a little bit of grinding off screen to get to this point because I did not have enough research points to level up. So I definitely had to do some grinding. But how's your day going? And also, let me know your thoughts on Pokemon Draft League. It's been a very hot topic this week, thanks to Dr. Slacking. So, love to hear your thoughts about it and talk a little bit about Draft League as well while we're playing the game. I do need to shop, though. I do need to shop. How many Pokeballs? 50? That seems like a good amount. Yeah. 5,000, that seems correct. All right, cool. So maybe bringing Gligar is not the best thing to do because we are in an ice place. So this is probably not the best thing to do. Let's let's switch them out. I could bring Eevee with me though. I could bring Octillery. Oh, I've been good, man. I had a long day at work. We were doing like an executive communication training for the past 4 days. So it was the past 4 days, 4 hours each day, starting at 1 o'clock. So I'm just like burnt out. Like I'm happy to be streaming, and like my goal is to stream every day till I get this done. Um, but just like kind of burnt out after work. You feel me? Um, oh, you should check out if you haven't heard about the Draft League discourse. Dr. Slacking put out a video just really commenting on what seems to be a general consensus that Draft League is kind of dying off. And it could be for like multiple reasons, whether it's like content creators are boring, whether the content's boring, whether we haven't innovated as a group. So just like lots of, if you have a chance, I'd recommend checking it out. Or there's been like a lot of reaction videos too. I think Incock had a reaction video, Aquarius had a reaction video, Ultra Player had a reaction video. So I mean, the consensus is like, is Draft League dying? And if so, what is contributing? What is contributing to it? Whether it's the lack of likable commentators, whether it's the fact that we don't do live com, if it's not esporty enough, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the gist. I hope I did a good enough job explaining that. But if you have questions, though, let me know. And like I mentioned, Dr. Slacking's video would be like the go-to resource just to get updated on the discourse with all that. Oh, my wife was texting, but man, yeah, excited to hear your thoughts if you have any. Maybe you think Draft League's doing fine, and like you're not really sure why people are tripping about it, which is like a legitimate way to feel. Let's catch some snow runt. Boom, baby. All right. What is down here? I feel like we're gonna need that Sneasler to get us up and around. I also feel like I should be like, I wish the game would require me to wear warmer clothes. Like I get that's a nitpick for sure, but that'd be kind of cool if it's like, hey, you got to get warmer clothes. You're going over here. Yo, I totally agree with the insular draft league thing. As someone, I would say I'm relatively new to draft league. Like that's open for debate. I've been doing it for about a year or so. But I was completely and still am really shocked at just how like insular and I'm not sure clicky is the right word because that has a negative connotation to it, but there are definitely like pockets of draft league players and coaches who kind of just like rock together, and it's really hard to like break into that, in my opinion. You have to either do really well, just be a great content creator, win a league or something. Like it's not, I don't think, easy for people to just hop into draft league and be successful. Sorry, I think people can hop into draft league and be successful. I think it's more difficult to get access to, what is this? I have no idea what that is. I think it's more difficult for people to get access to draft leagues. I think that is very difficult at this point in time, for sure. I'm catching a lot of snow run. I'm okay with that though. I've got to get more research points, so I'm cool with this. And then we can probably use Sneasler to get back up. Yeah, I feel like I'm playing the game right. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do now. Alright, let's like take KD up here. Take old Brandon Ingram where we need to go. Like, there needs to be ways to get people not in draft leagues involved because fan perspective. Yeah, I totally agree. I think draft league is hard to watch, even if you like Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're like, hey, I really like Pokemon. I think the designs are cool. I like Nintendo. Draft League is like a whole nother beast. And it's not, it's just for some reason, it's not spectator friendly in my opinion. Like you have to really know Pokemon to appreciate what's happening. And I think one thing that I would name is when people in Draft League make Draft League content. What? Oh, I thought this was like a regional Amistar or something. When people make Draft League content, it's not for viewers in mind. It's for like other Draft League players. And in a lot of ways, it's like flexing what you know and showing what you know that you're really competent. But that's not necessarily captivating, in my opinion. Oh shoot, I can't catch that now. Also, to be honest, I think part of it is a lot of us are back at work and don't have time. Yeah, I think there are too many leagues. I'm not sure Draft League should be like a year-round. I'll call it an esport, like for simplicity's sake. But I think there's a legitimate argument that you shouldn't be playing Draft League all year round. Um, and maybe that contributes to the idea that like we don't have time for it. But having one league after another and having so many of them, it makes it difficult to be invested as a fan. I would say, as someone who just like watches casually, and it makes it hard to be invested as someone who plays Draft League, because there's always something else happening, right? Like there's always another league coming out, there's always another shot. Even, I mean, leagues are 10 weeks. You can kind of phone in a couple games, every now and then, and still make playoffs. And there's no, in my opinion, like cohesiveness to any of that. It's a bunch of individual leagues running together, and not running together, like running separately, all competing with each other instead of, in my opinion, enhancing each other, working as a cohesive unit. It's sporadic. Like it's hard to get behind any one league or potentially one content creator if there's just so many to choose from. Like attention spans are short. You'll go find something else to watch. If I get this Haunter, that'd be really cool. I would really like to get this Haunter. I also would like to get some great balls at some point. Oh, cool, we caught Haunter. I was not expecting that to be so easy. If I see Alpha Mammoth Swine, I'm going for it, though. And for those of you who just don't join the stream, thanks for joining. I'm casually talking about Pokemon Draft League and the state it is or is not in, as we play some Legends Arceus. Like when I explain Mon stuff to my girl, I always forget I'm explaining it to someone who doesn't have the experience. That's a really good point. That's a really good point. A few weeks ago, I did a draft analysis video with my wife, and the whole point of making that video was I wanted to make a video that was approachable by someone who knows nothing about Pokemon. Like I wanted to make a Draft League video and Draft League content that you could enjoy if you knew nothing about Pokemon. And like the general gist was my wife was doing the analysis, and I provided just enough detail to where if you like were interested in Draft League or like have like a higher level of understanding, like you'd be like, okay, like I get why you drafted these mons. But for someone who's just like cruising YouTube or cruising through Draft League stuff, like it's entertaining, I hope. Oh, there's a Alpha Gaily. I'll go for the other Gaily. Entertaining because it's approachable. Like it's something that someone who's not familiar with Pokemon or specifically Draft League could really enjoy. But there's got to be a way to make Draft League more casual friendly. And in my opinion, a lot of that comes from not taking ourselves so seriously. Or if we are going to take ourselves so seriously, which you totally can. You can totally take yourself seriously and do Draft League, and that is a legitimate way to feel about it. But if that's the case, I feel like there's also an onus on us to be more unified and more, I think, cohesive in that seriousness. Like if you have 6 or 7 different leagues that all are maybe operating differently, or competing with each other, or like choose not to work in a cohesive manner, I think it makes it difficult to be like so serious all the time, in my opinion. Like I think we're missing more fun Draft League content. Like we're not all trying to be the very best and the smartest person in the room, but we're enjoying what we're doing and we're playing it because we enjoy this. And like don't get me wrong, like I love to win. I'm a huge competitor. Before I did competitive Pokemon, I played sports in school and other such things. So I get it. Like I want to win every time I play. But I also understand the medium in which I'm presenting my videos is one that is meant to be consumed by others. It's like not meant to be consumed by me. Yeah, the gatekeeping stuff's got to stop. It's something that I still notice, and even after, even in my opinion, when people are like being conscious of the gatekeeping and like trying to bring in new voices and new people, it still happens. Like when you're making a friend's decision between this coach or another coach, it's like, oh, I'll pick this coach because I know them. Like I've seen examples of people saying, I don't want this coach to be in the league because they did something I didn't like, whether it was like they were rude or weren't showing good sportsmanship, and then like we recommend someone else who did the same exact thing just because they're more well known or because like you may know them personally. So that's a crazy example in my opinion of like just gatekeeping. Like okay, because someone else is known or you're familiar with them, like I'll give them the benefit of the doubt or let them in this space. Yeah, we've just got to get new people in. It's I always I always joke that when people are trying to make leagues or do something new, I'm like, okay, well make sure you ask the usual 10 or 12 people who are in competitive draft league or who really enjoy playing, and then once those 10 say yes or no, like then we can find more people. But I think it definitely yeah, we need some diversity in who we bring. And not only in who we bring, I think there is absolutely like an oversaturation of the same kind of content creator when it comes to Draft League, if that makes sense. And I should also say these are just like my opinions, and this is very much a stream of consciousness, so I open being challenged about these thoughts because they may not be fully formed or complete. But I think we definitely have just this oversaturation of the same kind of content creator in Draft League, where it's like someone who, maybe cares about Draft League but doesn't want to put the effort in, or isn't, particularly engaging, but it's just more kind of straightforward and just kind of talking about what's going on. I think we really should be, when we talk about like who's really good at something or what makes someone, a good battler, I think in the context of Draft League, if you choose to be in an upload league and you choose to be in a league that is focused on posting battles to YouTube, there, in my opinion, should absolutely be some discussion around, is this person a good content creator? Is this person who's likable? Is this someone who I would enjoy watching? Because there's, in my opinion, I know there's like the COG or the CGT power rankings. Like the difference between 1 and 25 probably isn't that huge in terms of skill, but there probably is a huge difference between someone that you would say is like a really good content creator, like the top content creator, and someone who's 25th. Like there's probably a huge gap between that, and like that gap is what you want to capture for a league, in my opinion. Yeah, like I feel like everyone wants to be Pokemon, where like you're just too cool for Pokemon. Like you enjoy doing Pokemon content, but like you don't want to like say you like make, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but this is my own opinion that I feel like we have a lot of content creators and just like a general kind of theme of I want to be good at Pokemon, but I don't want other people to know that, but I'm taking this very seriously. Which is a strange combination, and in my opinion, a very unwatchable combination. Like, if you want to take it seriously, like, take it seriously. Like, you are absolutely entitled to want to take Pokemon seriously and want to be good at it and want to be seen as good. Like, those are very legitimate feelings to have. What I think is difficult at times is, also, I'm getting bodied. Like, I'm so underleveled for here. I think what's difficult is when content creators just don't want to lean into, like, yes, I want to be good at Pokemon. I want to be good at competitive Pokemon. I want to be seen as good at this, and I want to take it seriously. I think that's what makes it difficult. So I'm not sure if that's what you meant by everyone wants to be Pokemon. That's kind of what I have felt of people potentially like really caring about, Draft League and how they're perceived, but not wanting it to come across that way. And in my opinion, that makes it hard to watch. Like, I don't want to watch someone who's apathetic about something posting battles. Like, it's just not. As a fan of Pokemon Draft League and as someone who participates in it, I don't want to watch that. So I can't imagine anyone else wanting to watch it. And for those of you joining, I'm just kind of rambling about Pokemon Draft League as I get bodied by some Glalie. And just want to name that this is just a stream of consciousness. So if anything I say sounds any kind of way, definitely just challenge me on it, because this is an open discussion as I talk to the stream. Oh, cool, we got Glalie. I think I might need to go back. I think I might need to go back. So for those of you who may have just joined, we'd love to hear your thoughts on Pokemon Draft League, this game, really just anything. Just kind of hanging out, exploring the tundra. I think I do want to go back and heal, though. There's also an ice storm in Texas, in Austin specifically. So I'm just kind of chilling here. Alright, let's heal up. I could use a rest. Just a little while. And thank you to those of you who have subbed lately. I really appreciate it. I enjoy making content. It's been fun growing the channel over the past few months. So I appreciate you all taking the time to come watch the stream and to sub. I mean, it means a lot. So really, thank you for that. Dang, I caught a lot of Glalie while I was talking. I'm much better at this game when I'm just kind of freestyling. Did I catch a strong Piloswine? I don't think so. Staraptor, I think you can't come with us, buddy. Is this Golduck strong? No. I need a strong, like, water type. Like a bulky water. Like, give me, like, a melodic. If melodic's in the game. Like, that's what I need right now. Is like a melodic. Let's hop down, right? I guess we can go in the cave. We haven't gone in the cave yet. If I can catch this snow runt, that would be cool. I'll definitely take it. I'll definitely take it. Oh, they're running off. Boom. I just wish there was more to draft leagues for fans, like the way to grow the stuff. Yeah, so like one thing that people are talking about for draft league is having like live commentary, like more of an esport, kind of like Smash or E3, I guess more generally. I think that could be really cool. At the same time, though, I think there have to be like a lot of intention around, again, making it fan friendly. Like in like one example to poke fun at myself is, oh, I know these things evolve into Avalugg. They're just so inconsequential to me that I forgot that Avalugg even had like a pre-Evo form. But to poke fun at myself, like one thing like I'll joke about when I play Dr. Slacking or Jack is like, oh, that I'm British and they're British, and like it's an inside joke. But without someone like really explaining why that inside joke adds to the battle, it's not really entertaining. And again, because you're posting it in the medium that is YouTube, I feel like there should be more to be done to build that up. And I think having but having commentators could really help with that potentially. I think putting just more effort into videos could also help with that. Like I'm not sure what the best way is to necessarily make like individual battles with someone more captivating to an audience or more friendly, but I think what might help is as a community we just decided, hey, I recognize that my peers are good at this game. Like you don't need to show me in every conversation or every draft analysis video that you are super competent. Like I trust that you're competent. Like that's not what I'm questioning. What we're trying to do is like build a community that's entertaining to watch, that is enjoyable for those who are in it, and enjoyable for those who would want to watch it or be a participant of some kind. And I think that's what we're lacking. Like I think we've definitely zeroed in and become a lot better at just proving competency. Like I don't question anyone's competency, but I think people are more questioning like, oh, is this something that is entertaining? Is this something that is worth the effort and time to do? Because I think another critique that I'm hearing a lot is draft league videos are easy to make, which, yeah, I mean, they are pretty easy to make, but you're also spending a lot of time prepping, scheduling, actually battling, setting up, genning your team. So you put a lot of effort into draft league battles, even if you don't put a lot of effort into editing necessarily. So I think that's also like one thing to keep in mind and to think about. Dang, I'm catching so many Pokemon. This game is made to be played casual. Oh, they saw me though. Let's go. Let's go, Eevee. Oh, I need to tell Zach. If Zach gets on stream, I need to tell him that I caught an Eevee. Maybe I'll just text him and tell him I caught an Eevee. You might like to know this. Oh, he's not texting right now. He might be working, actually. Okay, let's double edge, I guess. This might do a lot. Okay, that did a fair amount. I don't know why I'm so focused on catching these Bergmite. But I'll take it. Let's see what we can catch here. And for those of you who just may have joined the stream, our question of the day is, what are your thoughts on Pokemon Draft League? There's been a few videos coming out. Dr. Slacking was the originator of the conversation. And since then, I think it's Ultra Player, Aqua, and Incog have also given their thoughts. So just kind of having an open forum as I play through Legends. If you have any thoughts, or if you have thoughts on this game too, definitely feel free to share those. Tumblestone. And if you're in the stream and you don't play Pokemon Draft League and you have questions about it, definitely let us know. Draft burnout is also real. Like if you do 2 leagues every week for a year, you're probably gonna get burnt out, and that's how, yeah. Draft burnout is a real thing. Like I now commit to only doing 1 league at a time because it is a lot of effort. Just even like scheduling, having time to meet with people, it takes a lot of time and effort and energy, and it burns you out. I think also at just a very technical level, the lack of new Pokemon in Sword and Shield for, I think it's been over a year now. I mean, it just makes it hard to stay interested. I know for me, I'm like, okay, like I'm actively drafting new Pokemon, and I think part of like the community outlook on like, oh, are you good? Are you performing well in every league that you participate in? It almost doesn't lend itself to innovation, because I'm sure a lot of people could innovate and draft all new Mons and have all new teams and things like that. The risk is like your CCS score goes down if that's what you care about. You can put more losses on your channel. That's what you care about. So again, I think there's a little bit of, we have to stop trying to prove our competency at every moment, and like be confident in that your work and previous battles speak for themselves. Dang, Hydro Pump was a bit overkill. Did not need to do that. I did not need to Hydro Pump that Piloswine. Dang. Where's Mamo? Give me an alpha Mamoswine. Like, for real, that's what I want. I want an alpha Mamoswine. Boom. Just catching these things left and right. Oh, didn't catch you, little buddy. Oh, dang. I thought I got to it quick. Ooh, there's Pillow. Okay, we can battle this. Hey, Cherry, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. I've just been kind of like giving thoughts on Draft League, just generally. The only caveat I have is that these thoughts are not fully formed. They're definitely half-baked. So they may change over time. And if you do disagree with anything I'm saying, please let me know. Because by no means do I think my thoughts are the end-all and be-all. I think it's just like one perspective. But I would love to hear your thoughts, Cherry, too, on Draft League. How you been feeling about it? Just anything that you might want to share. I'm definitely guilty of trying to prove myself. Yeah. I mean, and honestly, I get it. Like, I know for me, when I first joined Draft League, I really was like, okay, I want to get into like an upload-only league, and I want to do really well. And I was fortunate and won my first ever league, which was cool. I was like, okay, it's YCL. I won it. Cool. I checked it off. And then I was like, okay, that maybe was kind of fluky. Like, how many times would someone join their first ever Draft League and win? And this is not me, like, tooting my own horn. I'm just explaining my perspective. So then I joined things like PAC and UPBA and UBL and TGT. And it seemed like no matter how many times I did well, or no matter how well I did in a league, I was always like, oh, I have to do well in the next one, or if I, have a bad week, people are gonna think I'm terrible at the game. What my thing about draft is kind of maybe not fixable overnight. Yeah, draft league is not fixable overnight. I completely agree. Yeah, and Jerry, that's a really good point. There are just not a lot of people of color playing draft league, and that's a big reason why I do draft league, and that's a big reason why I use a webcam, is because I just don't think there are a lot of people who look like me or like you, Cherry, who are doing draft league, and I think I know representation is very important in anything that you're doing. So I think for me, being a person of color, it's really important for me to show my face and be myself in draft league. Yeah, and I think you might have missed it when I talked about it earlier, but it's not even that some people aren't entertaining. I mean, I think that's true. I think we have an oversaturation of the same kind of content creator in draft league. And the point I was trying to make, and this might not be accurate, is hold on, my dog's barking. And this might not be accurate, but what was I gonna say? I forgot my point now. It might come back to me, or it might not. I don't know. Yeah. So sorry, Trey. You're saying you're dedicated to your face cam because you also wanted to be representative. I just want to make sure that I'm capturing your thoughts correctly. I also wish there wasn't a lag on the comments because I'm really enjoying sharing my thoughts with you all. I just want to make sure also like I'm not like missing key points in the conversation. But I definitely think, yeah, the representation thing is huge. One, just from like a fan perspective, because I'll be honest, as a person of color, like I'm very cognizant of when I go into a space or I start doing a hobby or anything and don't see people of color. Like for example, I have a freelance computer business and taught myself how to build computers. And when I go on YouTube and will like try to learn how to build computers, I would predominantly watch white people and build computers, and those same people collaborate with people who look just like them. And for me, it's like, oh, it's important that if I'm going to be in that space to like be representative. That's something I loved about leagues I was in previously. Lots of diverse people and opinions, but there were small leagues with little to no exposure. And the big leagues are all standard stock content creators named Kyle. You're not wrong. Like I know you're saying it like in jest, like they're all named Kyle, but honestly, like I feel like as someone who, again, my perspective is like I'm a newer person to draft league. It's been about a year, give or take, for simplicity's sake. But like I'll go into like a Discord and everyone kind of knows each other already. There's like inside jokes, and like for me, like there's been multiple times where I've even been like, hey, like what does this mean? Like what's this acronym? Or like, hey, like what's the best practice for this league and doing certain things? And it really didn't like get any kind of feedback. But then like the inside joke would start an hour later. So I think there definitely is a need of like new blood, and I'm not sure if this is the right word, but because I think a big problem too is that there's not like a central unifying body or like governing body for draft league. It's kind of a free for all. So I definitely think there should be some kind of like leadership within draft league, like, hey, these are our best practices, these are our values as a community, these are the things that we stand for. Because right now there's just a lack of that, in my opinion. The main draft league players I watch are Incog, JV, Mario, George Kelly. Other than that, and Aqua, of course, but hardly watch anyone anymore. And honestly, there's no reason to watch anyone. There's really not a huge compelling reason to watch most draft league creators, and that goes for myself. I mean, if you like my content, you like it, and you may like my perspective or the way that I deliver it, but I mean, I'm not going to say that mine's super compelling and you should watch it over anyone else, but I think there is just a lack of diversification in content as well. I was against the space game, kind of feel ugly, but that's a different thing, especially with resurfacing again. Yeah, and honestly, Cherry, I'd posted on my channel some reaction videos of when I first did Wi-Fi battles and would post them to YouTube. And I was maybe 16, no, I was like 18. and I was so nervous. I was so nervous to post them. I was so nervous about, I have a stutter, and I was so nervous about my stutter, just everything. And I would never have dreamed to put my face on camera. I'm not particularly confident in my looks. It's not something that I like to put in the forefront, and it's not something I like to talk about. But I just felt it was so important that if I'm in draft league, like, I need you to know that I look different than the other people. Like, it's very important that I do, and that colors my experience in draft league in just so many ways. Please protect me, Bronzong. And for me, for example, having my face on cam can maybe encourage other people. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think representation is just so huge and so important, especially in draft league. Um, you don't see a lot of diverse content creators in Pokemon. I think in Pokemon generally, like, I feel like and this is like a tangent, but I feel like growing up, it's like being a person of color, especially a black male, like, you're told what you're supposed to like. Like, you're told, oh, like, you shouldn't like anime, or, you should just, be into sports or whatever. So that's like another reason why. And this year I've been a lot more open, like, even with like friends and family, sharing my content, because it was something that I would like really hide. I'm like, oh, like, this won't be accepted by people because I am a person of color. Like, I'm not expected to do this. I'm not like allowed, quote unquote, in that space. So to tie this all back, like, diversity is important, and I think it's huge, especially to Lamar Smack. Since I forgot your name, man, you got to remind me. I'm terrible with names. To your point of like the gatekeeping and just the diversity piece, like, it is huge. And to your point, like, seeing someone in, for example, if TBL is the Twitch Battle League, which I think a lot of people are really excited about. Like, to see a person of color in that league, if it goes off, like, that's a contribution I want to make. And I think it's just so extremely important. I am rambling a bit, so I think I will try to get to to Avalok. Because I am rambling a little bit, and I've got a lot of Pokemon. Let's swing over this way. Yeah. Black men are told to play basketball, football. I used to always be asked if I played sports because I'm tall, and other things. I would say I play Pokemon, and people just find out. Yeah, it's it can be difficult to find your voice in spaces when, like, you're told you're not supposed to be there. It's very difficult. Like, I'm not sure I have the right word for it, like, on stream, but it is very difficult. Dan, thank you for reminding me, man. I'm bad with names in real life too. It's really one of my worst qualities. I'm just so bad with names. And it's not even because I don't care. I'm just so bad with them. I need to use more mnemonic devices. Alright, let's see what the story has for us. Let's see what the story has for us. That was a real slog fighting those miserable icy winds. You should wear a jacket then, homie. Like, if you're feeling that way. This gentleman's Avalok's warden and my most honorable teacher, Garrick? We're gonna say Garrick. So show some respect, Adaman. But yeah, also just curious if you all have other thoughts about things you'd like to see in Draft League. Like, one thing that I'm a big proponent of and would like to see more of is one channel I used to really like was Poke Mosh Pit. And basically it was like just a combination of, or not a combination, maybe like once every couple days there would be a new Pokemon battle that was uploaded, and you could go and view that, and that was like a one viewing space. So I think having something like, even like a league channel would be really great in general. Like, so if you were a fan of a certain league, you can then go and like view those videos. Because I hear arguments of you should be promoting the league, and as an individual you should be contributing to the league's success. And I don't know how much I agree with that, mainly because I think it's a two-way street. Like, I think if you are using YouTube as your medium and you like to create content, like, you have also an obligation to yourself to build your own brand and your own channel. But I also understand that the success of your league and your promotion of it leads to your success in others. But I think it's a two-way street. It's like, if I am going to, be promoting this league and really advocating for it, is it really a community space that I feel comfortable in and want to promote and use my time to do? Because I definitely don't think anyone is entitled to that time. especially for content creation and league promotion. Um, Cherry said, yeah, it's the weird stereotype and difficult for sure. I was mainly inspired by Nexus back in Gen 7, but now I just have so much respect for POC. Yeah, it's like one of those things that I struggle with. It's like, because you don't want to make everything necessarily about race. Like, I can understand that argument. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it is just so important in like gaming in general, and especially Draft League. Like, there are just a lack of people of color, um, and the space is predominantly white. I haven't done the statistics, but it's predominantly white, and I think unfortunately what comes with that is there is some commonality and cultural things that are shared and more easily accepted if you do look the same and come from the same backgrounds, and that bias just like has to be acknowledged, in my opinion. Like, it's just like that's a huge part of Draft League. Like, representation is like a huge part, and yeah. And like, and to Cherry's point, there are other issues. Like, it's not just diversity. It's a very big part though. Like, let's keep it real. That's a huge part, and it's not diversity just in how you look. It's diversity in how people present. It's diversity in the type of leagues that are exposed. It's diversity in the type of draft content that's created. Um, it, yeah, there's a lot there. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't know what's going on in the game right now. Braviary is being discussed, so I think we get access to Braviary now, which, which will be cool. But also let me know if any of the things I'm saying resonate with you, just in general. Like, I'm trying to do a good job of balancing playing this game while sharing my thoughts on Draft League. So again, probably not coming out coherently, but would love just to hear if like anything I'm saying is resonating with you all. Like, being Canadian, I see the same thing in hockey, a lot of which is a very dominantly white space, and there needs to be less of an emphasis on results and more on the journey and the path. I think the journey and the path is huge. I think the journey and the path is huge, especially in Draft League. I think, and Cherry, you might have missed this earlier when I was talking about it, but I think to my point of like diversity in Draft League content creators, one thing that I feel like I see a lot of is are creators who might be apathetic or like really downplay their enjoyment or even their care of the content they're making or the league they're participating in or the battle that they're having. I don't know if it's like a protection in case you were to lose. I don't know if it's like I don't want to open myself up to criticism or being labeled as not as good as I would like to be perceived. But I definitely think there's just so much focus on the results that it makes the journey and path hard to watch as like a spectator. It's like, I don't even want to root for this person. Like, every time I watch their videos, like there's some excuse for why they might have lost or something going on. Like, I just want to watch content. And I think that's something that's a criticism that I think is hopefully valid. The journey and the path is what shows kids who are POC that they can be there too. That's at least how I see it as someone who isn't a POC. Yeah, I think there's two parts of it. I think the representation for people of color is just huge. Like, it's just great to have representation, and that should be fixed. I think the path thing, that kind of just transcends across Draft League, in my opinion. Like, there are lots of people who, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't watch a lot of Draft League content any longer. That's mainly because of the kind of the issues that I'm naming. But part of the reason why I stopped watching some Draft League people is like I just didn't want to not sit through, but I'm trying to think of the best way to articulate it. I think I struggled with, like, I'll just say it bluntly, the excuse part of Draft League of I lost for this reason, or I'm having a tough streak, so who cares anymore? Like, that's not fun to watch. It's just not fun to watch. What is fun to watch is, hey, I had a really great battle against a friend of mine, and hope I do better next time. I've been in a rut, but we're looking to bring it back. Like, that positivity and the enjoyment of the content you're making makes me want to watch. Like, there are tons of people who maybe aren't the best at Draft League, whatever that means, but they're really enjoyable to watch, and they really enjoy what they're doing, and that makes me want to watch Draft League. But I don't want to watch someone who is like complaining the whole time. And then they end up winning a championship and they're like, oh, like I didn't think I'd ever be here, blah blah blah. It's like, I know. You talked about it for 8 weeks and then now you're happy that you won, but the whole time you were miserable and not really providing content that would make me want to watch. So maybe that's a little harsh, and those are just my thoughts. Again, it's stream of consciousness, but I do think there's a fair amount of that where we don't do ourselves any favors in making us watchable. And I've done it too. Don't get me wrong. I've done it too, where I've just gotten really upset, and there's been times I've made content or have recorded battles, and I didn't post them. Like, wow, this is just not watchable. There's nothing fun about this. I would not want to watch myself. I would not want to watch anyone who would act like this when they lose. And like, I think there's just something to naming that. Like, sometimes we are not doing ourselves favors to be watchable. What am I trying to do? Heracross. I'm trying to bring out Heracross. I think a thing that people need to realize: if you, the content creator, do not enjoy your film draft, 9 out of 10 times others won't. I think people just need to show excitement. Yeah, I 100% agree. If you're not enjoying your content and you don't want to even be there, I think it's not realistic to expect anybody else to want to watch your content. Like, point blank. And I feel like, in my opinion, like, these are just my opinions, and again, my stream of consciousness, I think if you're making content and you are the focus of the content, it's probably not going to be as watchable as you would like. I'll say that. Like, if I'm making a draft league video and the only thing that you're going to get from watching that draft league video is whether I won or lost or I'm happy with my result, it's probably not very watchable. Like, I just, again, that's my opinion, but I definitely think, and again, this is for uploading to YouTube. So my opinion on the matter is, if like you're uploading to YouTube and you know that's the medium in which it's consumed, like, I think it's reasonable and fair to say, hey, like, I would want this to be enjoyable. Now, whether or not you care about that, that's something different. But as someone who were to consume YouTube content, like, my concern is, like, do I enjoy this? Another thing is, I don't know, I can't sit through a game anymore. I can sit through a Kelly game. I don't know how or why I can, but I just can't sit through, like, I don't know, an Owen game. Nothing against him. Maybe it's the atmosphere. Yeah, I feel you. It's, so, like one example I'll give, and this is maybe not a great example, but for me, I'm, like, trying to learn how to be a better content creator. I'm trying to learn how to edit. I'm trying to learn how to cut. I'm trying to learn how to watch my content as a viewer. And to be honest, I don't think we make content for viewers when we do Draft League. And that may be why, Jerry, you have a hard time sitting through battles, and I do too. I'm like, this is dull. Like, can I get a highlight reel of this? Can you edit out some of the, like, the pauses, and, like, the open thoughts? And again, I don't do that, so again, this criticism also applies to me. But I think a big part of it is, like, when we make content for Draft League, we're not making it for viewers. We're making it feels like, for ourselves first, for our, close friends in the Draft League community, then the Draft League community in general, and then the YouTube or Pokemon fans, or, like, anyone outside of that more generally, which I think that's off. I did a Wi-Fi battle with a homie recently, and he was salty in his whole ass vid because I got a psychic. Yeah, like, that's a really good point. Like, hacks happens. Like, again, I'm gonna be blunt. We are playing Pokemon. It is a game that is based off RNG, and without that RNG, it would not be nearly as enjoyable for anyone. Like, if you knew with 100% certainty how much a move was gonna do, if a status effect would come into play, blah blah blah, it would make the game significantly less enjoyable, in my opinion. Now, I'm totally open to someone coming back and saying, hey, I've actually ran the numbers. I've seen other examples of games in competitive esports where there is an RNG or whatever. Cool. I'm willing to hear that. But what I am saying is that spending a whole video getting upset about hacks is not fun, and no one wants to watch it. It's just not fun. So I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Let me pause this game. That's the part of what I meant when I said Draft League. So Insular is made for ourselves and the people in our league. Yeah. So I did before, for example, I got 6-0'd. I edited into a 1 minute video of yeah, yeah. I think I think the idea that every draft league video in every league has to show every second of every play and every second of our decision making process might not be enjoyable. And it sounds like what I'm hearing is, to use my executive communication training from this week that was 4 days and 4 hours each. What I'm hearing is other people feel this way, that it's not as enjoyable as they would like. And I think a big part of it is like we're just like throwing out a rough draft of a video, which in my opinion, oh, is that Electabuzz? Why is Electabuzz out here? Let's find out. Like, cause in my opinion, and I'll use my own videos as an example. Like, I'm not cutting my videos up. Like, I'm just kind of like I'll go through and I'll adjust the volume. I try to add in music and like fade that in at certain points for the battle. But for draft league content, I don't do a whole lot of like cutting and things like that. And Cherry, to your point, like you got 6-0'd and you edit it into a 1 minute video, like that should be acceptable. Like the idea that we have to always post the whole video, every part of the video without any edit, like I just, again, I don't think that's necessarily the way it has to be done. I think it's the way it's been done, but I don't think it has to be done that way. I think it's just been done that way and we haven't decided to do something differently. Did we get an Electabuzz? Oh, I would like to catch this. This is very unexpected. I did not expect to see this thing here, so I kind of want to catch it. Oh dang! It's already been like an hour. I need to go to Avalug. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I gotta go to Avalug. I want to catch you, but I do have things to do. I got places to be. I'm somehow supposed to get Braviary involved, I think. Yeah, I decided to battle another time. I gotta go. I gotta go. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I think part of it is being lazy. So, like, I'll be honest. One thing I do like about making draft league videos is that they're easy to pump out. Like, it doesn't really need... Like, I don't need to spend a whole lot of time on a video to make it acceptable by what is accepted by current standards now. So, yeah, there's definitely some laziness to it. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like everyone, to some extent, is, like, trying to be a certain way when they make content. And, like, in my opinion, it's, like, the nonchalant, I don't really care about this kind of thing. Like, I want to see someone be excited. Like, I want to see someone pumped that they're playing their buddy, or like really excited the game came down to a 1-0, whether or not you missed a hurricane or not. Like that's what I want to watch. And yeah, no poke game hate at all. Yeah, oh, I feel you. I feel you. But yeah, I feel like poke game, maybe I think his name is Blunder. I don't watch a lot of Pokemon YouTube stuff. I think it's Blunder, like just that idea of like, I don't know. I don't. Do you guys do you two agree with that? The idea that there's this like, nonchalantness or almost coolness to draft league or Pokemon content that people have that makes it less enjoyable. Because that's my thought, but that doesn't mean that's like how other people feel about it. It just means that's how I'm saying I feel about it. There's that Electabuzz again. Cherry, you're saying yes, so I think you're saying yes to my perception that people are like too nonchalant and like really don't show that they care about their work. Because honestly, I want to watch like, really like in anything. Like if you're not enjoying it and it's meant to be consumed by other people, I just don't know what you're expecting. You're welcome to name people if you'd like to. Like don't feel like you are pressured to. Like if you want to have a discussion about it, you are more than welcome to. I'm not going to judge you in any way. But yeah, I definitely know some people as well where I don't watch their content. And it's not because they're bad YouTubers necessarily, and it's not because they're bad at Draft League. I'm just like, this isn't enjoyable. Like it seems like this is stressing you out a lot, or it seems like if things don't go your way, then this game is trash and you hate Draft League and whatever. Like just give me the people who really like to make content or like to battle. Like I like Draft League because I like Pokemon. I've always liked it. Ever since I was a kid, I would like imagine what it meant to be like Pokemon trainer. It's like it's cool to play that out in real life. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I don't have a real Pokemon, but I do have like this team that I can like take to a championship. I think that's really fun. Depends on the person, like Joey specifically, since I brought him up. I know he just loves Mons, but yeah, Blunder is definitely one of those two cool guys, and it seems like people just, yeah, yeah. Can I get up here with Sneasler? And like, it's not even maybe like too cool. It's even like just like the nonchalantness of like, oh, like I don't care about Draft League, and then it's like you're spending 8 hours prepping. Like that's fine to care about it, and it's fine to spend 8 hours. You should use that in your video and say, hey, I spent 8 hours on this set. I'm so excited for this win. I feel like I've been playing well. Like I'm ready to get back on it. Like okay, like I want to support you. Like I want you to do well at that point. But I feel like people hop on and are like, yeah, I've played terribly for the past 8 months. Draft League is terrible. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. Like that's just not doing anything for anyone in my opinion. I'm not gonna. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what these wardens are trying to do. I have no idea what they're trying to do. Can I fast travel back here? Nope. Do I have any revives on me? I do. I do have one revive. But yeah, I would just love to see more diversity in how people present their content too. Is this a Thunderstone? Can I not use this on Eevee? Guess not. But yeah, I would love to just see people just like, if you care about Draft League and you care about your content and making Pokemon content, like just care about it then. Like let me see that. That is so much more enjoyable in my opinion. And again, I'm gonna use myself as an example. Like there was like a time I think I was in PAC and UPBA, and I legit was like it was impacting my life. Draft League. Like I was like I'm playing bad. People are gonna think I'm terrible at Draft League. I was in a bad mood. Like even my wife was like, "You gotta chill. Like this is just a game." And I don't think my content was particularly enjoyable at the time. Like I was looking for people to tell me, "Oh, like you're good. You're doing fine. Like we still think you're good at Draft League." And yeah, I think it's tough. I want variety, something different. Videos done differently, different sets maybe. I don't know. It's just so washed out to the point where it feels old. You can't keep doing the same thing. Yeah, I think that's a good point, Cherry. I think we keep the idea that we can just. Oh my goodness, are there new Reggies in this game? I gotta pay attention. I think the idea that over the course of a season, the only acceptable way to make content is I have a Draft League or a draft analysis video that is either required or heavily suggested to be required. And then I have my 8 battles, and then that's it. I think that's tough. Yeah, I think, again, the idea that everything has to be upload required is tough. So this might be a bit of a tangent, but I think it's very legitimate to say, and I think there should be access to non-upload required leagues that also show your skill. Because you can do really well in a non-upload required league and, be good at Pokemon, and you don't want to create content, and like that's fine. Like that should be an option. Like Sven is an example, and I think he's named this. And if he hasn't, I apologize, but I think he's been pretty vocal about this. Like he's like, I could take or leave making the content. Like it is what it is. But it's required of me if I want to play against top players in the Wi-Fi scene. I have to upload, and that shouldn't be a requirement. Like you should not be required to upload just to be in good leagues. Like you may not want to be a content creator, and that contributes to the fact that some people may not find content. And again, this isn't about Sven specifically. Like I'm not saying anything about Sven's content. What I am saying is like he's an example of someone who may not want to be a YouTube content creator, but really likes Draft League and wants to participate and go up against really great coaches. And one way for them to do that without going to Showdown is to join the leagues that the same, we'll say 24 people are typically in. You can interchange them and then upload battles to YouTube. And there should be other avenues to get to that point of competing against other top coaches. If every league trying to be like NFL versus XFL versus AAF, it's like all the competitors, but when the leagues work together, that's how we can yeah. Like one thing I think would be really cool is if we had like a circuit, like a champion circuit for leagues. That would be cool to me. Like each league picks like 1 to 2 coaches like to represent them over like a circuit or tournament or maybe a season, and like that's what we put our focus into as a community for like that 4 to 8 months. Oh shoot, which panel should I select first? Rock, ice, steel. That can't be right. Oh, do either of you know what this combination is? I have not been paying attention. Whether the statues gaze. So let's do rock, steel, ice. Like there's only so many combinations, right? Steel, ice. Did that work? Deductive reasoning at its finest. But I do wish there was more collaboration amongst leagues, and I honestly think the Champions Tour would be really cool if like each league's like we're gonna pick 1 to 2 coaches to rep us, cause like that's to me that's fun, cause then like you're representing your league, like other people are gonna want to root for you, like that builds, in my opinion, some just like some goodwill amongst other coaches. All right, so we got to hit this again. I'm not paying attention. We'll have to guess again. I I have to assume it's not the same as the other one, but we'll start with rock, ice, steel, and see how that goes. What the heck? I have to hit 5. Okay, I've got to check and see what's happening here. The Champions League. Do you mean CGT as a Champions League, or do you mean another league? So that is Sun. That's Steel, I guess. No, Ice, Steel. So Rock, Ice, Steel. Rock. Oh, guys, I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I might just have to search it real quick. Where the statues gaze. Let's go steel first. Let's go rock. Let's go ice. Let's go steel. Let's go rock. Yeah, nothing happened. Yeah, so Cherry mentioned that with that idea we could have like that would be fun if we had commentators for the Champions Tour. Um, so so Dan, there was CGT where like you could like that was a Champions Tour in some way, like you had to have won a championship. Sorry, excuse me, in at least one league, and then you could be part of it, and that was fun, and like it was really hype. But Cherry, to your point, it's ice, rock, steel, rock. Okay, thank you for telling me that, Cherry. I was about to Google it. Let's see if that's right. Ice, rock, steel, rock, ice. Nice. Thank you so much for that. I was good. I was in a league that did as well. We got the girl from VGC streams to do our league finals and streamed on Twitch. Yeah, I think there are tons of people who could be really good at commentating. Oh my goodness, I have to do another puzzle. What is that? Rock. I'm assuming that's. I guess that's ice. I don't know. Ice, steel, rock. Cherry, if you know the pattern again, let me know. I've not been paying attention at all. I do not know this pattern. Oh man. I'll be honest, I don't want to have to go through it again. I might just search it. Cherry, let me know if you know what it is. I kind of just want to get past this part. Third pattern. Where am I right now? What's my location? Third pattern on Snow Point. Oh, sorry, I didn't hit my mic. Let's see what comes up. Hey Zach, what's going on? Guess this. Try the same one again. All right, let me try it again. I've been having fun talking with everyone, so I have not been paying attention to the game at all. Okay, so let's try it again. So ice, rock, steel, rock, ice. Oh, steel? Yeah, that was my fault. That was user error. That was nothing to do with you. There's gotta be a guide. All right, here we go. I found a guide. I know this is cheating, but I've been talking a lot, so that's my excuse. It's a blind playthrough, but I did peek. I did cheat here. So it's steel, ice, rock, ice, steel, and rock. That should be it. Alright, cool. Yeah, there's 6 of these. Oh, on a lighter draft. My favorite team that I've ever drafted. What was it? So it was a team I underachieved with just so badly, but it should have been so good. Oh my goodness. It was like I had Komo-o, Togekiss, I had Jirachi, I think I had I didn't have Silvally, I had Tauros, I had Persian Alola, Alolan Persian. What else did I have? I think I had like Coughing. It was a really fun team, had really great synergy. I just did not do well with the team at all. I did so bad with that team, but it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. Oh, I've got nothing for this. We gotta run around it. I've got nothing for Alpha Gallade. Yeah, there were 6 of those things. There were six things that they wanted me to go through. It was not happening. Hope we can catch this. Oh, Zach, I caught an Eevee. I caught it right after the stream yesterday. I actually meant to text you, but I figured you'd be working now. But I did catch an Eevee when I was grinding to get to 5-star. So let me know if you have any recommendations for the Evo, Zach. I know Eevee's one of your favorite Pokemon. I guess I've been caught, so we're nearly done. That's no fun. Hey, remember my clairvoyance? It showed me something else. I saw you flying with Braviary. Do you think that'll come to pass? I'll make sure it does. The perfect response. Well, however the future turns out, flying with Braviary isn't easy. If you really want to be able to fly in the sky, prove to me you're strong enough. Zach, do you have any recommendations on what I evolve my Eevee into? Any mons that you're trying to see? Rhyperior, Magmortar, and Electivire. Oh, that's not good. I don't think I have the firepower for this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna... Am I fighting all 3 at the same time? I don't understand these battles. I'll be honest. I don't know why I'm fighting all of them at once. Let's see what you're partial to. Special attack. Okay. Let's see. Let's blizzard this. Yeah, let's blizzard this. I played in VGC Draft League and had Melodic, Mimikyu, Snorlax, Hydreigon, Alcremie, Lucario, Ferrothorn, Scrafty. He's the best squad. I still gotta peep some of your content as well. Oh yeah, if you want to check it out, thanks. I appreciate it. I feel like the team I talked about a few minutes ago, it was in the Watermelon League. It's like PDBA, I think that's what it's actually called, but we called it the Watermelon League. I was still new to content creation. It's a little rough, but it was a fun team. Had really great synergy. I just did not use it well at all. I just did not use it well at all. But it was a really fun season. Yeah, I'm in one league right now. I'm in UBL. So we are in. What are we in? I think we're in week 4. I'm actually 1 week behind. Beps' his switch broke, so we weren't able to play. But I am in that league, and I've had 2 really good matches. One that I didn't really prep well for. That one wasn't as good, but it's been a fun season so far. UBL's the league I've wanted to be in for a while, so I was happy to get invited. You caught us and beat us. Won all our games so far. But Bravery still wants to get to know you even better. Up to the roof we go. Alright, so we almost get access to Braviary. All in all, this has gone by pretty quick. I think they're all good, but I heard you don't need a stone to evolve Glaceon or Levion or Sylveon. I think... I'm not sure who I want to evolve into. I kind of like Flareon. Like, Flareon, like, low-key to me seems like a really cool Pokemon. Alright, let's see if Braviary is ready for us to ride. Alright, Braviary, why not test out Sally's strength for yourself? Yes. Oh, we're gonna fight this? Luxray is the perfect one to choose to go out first. Okay. Let's just wild charge. Can we catch this? Let's Thunder Wave. If we can catch this, that would be super cool. I'm definitely gonna try. I think Thunder... Actually, let's Crunch. I think 2 crunches should put it in range. Not quite. No, definitely not quite now. Okay, after this double edge, if it lives... Oh, man. Flareon is a great draft mon. I agree. Oh, no choice but to win this battle. Okay, that's a bummer. I wanted to catch this. So we'll just, we'll wild charge. Yeah, it's also, Flareon gets guts, right? Like, it's a surprisingly good wall breaker, I guess. If the team doesn't have a good fire resist. So we should have access to Braviary now. And that means we should get access to Avalugg. I guess I'll head home now. Okay. Why are they leaving us? I was kidding. Play along with me on your flute. Alright, cool. But yeah, any other draft league thoughts that you want to talk about? I know I wish I could have you all on call. I feel like it'd be a much more engaging conversation, but and not because you all aren't engaging, but just because there's like that delay with the comments. But if you have other thoughts about draft league, we'd love to hear it. All right, they have opened our heart to us. Cool. Got a sky plate, nice. Also, this form is really cool. I have seen this form already, but for example, Avalugg, haven't seen it. I have no idea what it looks like. Didn't even know there was a regional form of Avalugg. Yeah, toxic. Yeah, you do have to run toxic orb, unfortunately. But I guess it kind of works. I forgot the damage calc. I don't know if poison damage does the same amount as burn damage any longer. I'll be honest. But yeah, I feel like I use Flareon a lot in like 5th or 6th gen maybe. Just in like Wi-Fi battles. I always like to have one Pokemon. Like if I played OU, I'd always bring one non-OU Pokemon just to spice it up. I think Flareon was always a choice of mine. Hitmonchan I love. I loved Hitmonchan. I still do. I should definitely try to draft it sometime. Is that whole thing Avalugg? Huh. There's no way this whole thing can be Avalugg. Maybe it is though. Maybe it is though. Alright. Dang, this is cool. So can Braviary fly? Or is it just guiding? Okay, it's flying. Ish. I'm curious why I had to get access to Braviaries to just fly back over here, though. I clearly missed something. And for those of you who may have just joined the chat, we are on our way to Avalugg. I've heard this is a really tough noble. And we are talking about Draft League. So if you have any thoughts about Draft League, whether you know what it is, even if you don't, feel free to ask questions. Can I just jump off? Yeah, cool. Is this whole thing Avalugg? It can't be, can it? All the Hitmonlees are based. I like Hitmonchan. I really like Hitmonchan. You obtained a piece of eternal ice. A type of ice beloved by the Lord of the Tundra, Avalugg. This ice is said to be fragments of ancient Avalugg that lived long ago. Okay, cool. What is this dude doing? At last, the summit is conquered. You made it too, I see. Flew down to this place and obtained the eternal ice, did you? What drives that burning zeal of yours, I wonder? Are we gonna battle you too? Alright, I gave them the eternal ice. I may still have my doubts weighing on my mind, but I will make the necessary preparations. So you can face my Lord Avalugg. Meet me at Ice Peak Arena. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Slowly but surely. It'd be great if we could beat Avalugg on the stream. I've got about, I don't know, 30 minutes left or so. Before I'm going to hang out with Sana. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. Dan's saying that he has a lot of thoughts about Draft League, but can't articulate them. In the comments. Not that you can't articulate your thoughts. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of tough to ask, like, what are your thoughts on Draft League? And then you're stuck to a comment box. But I think in general, because I am going to focus on Avalugg in a second, I think generally speaking, I hope that as a Draft League community, we take away the right things from improvement. And I hope we include new voices in how those changes might occur. Because I do worry that if you include the same voices that have always been included and are already similar, you may not get the change you're really looking for. Oh, is that who's not afraid of the cold? Is that an alpha? It is an alpha. Let's try to catch this little guy. Pokeball. Oh my goodness. I'm so bad at throwing Pokeballs. Okay. Why is Abomasnow coming over here? This has nothing to do with you. This is nothing to do with Abomasnow. They're running over here like they're about to do something. Oh, I keep forgetting there aren't abilities in this game. I keep forgetting there are no abilities in this game. I was like, Bronzong, yeah, the ultimate counter. Okay, that was a waste. I don't know. We got some research done. So I will take it. Oh, what's going on? Why is this Machoke just chilling here? Bop. Bop. Yeah, I was gonna be shocked if we actually caught that. Let's see if we can activate the story. Yeah, okay, cool, we can. Nice. Why, if it isn't Volo, who is still between Volo and the commander, I think one of them is a villain. I came to bring Gaelic on an order of sword caps, and he was more than willing to have a chat about Avalugg. What do you say, interested in a bit of gossip? I'm actually not. I'm not interested in your gossip. Oh, have some mercy. Can't you see I'm dying to tell you what I've learned? Well, I'll tell you anyway. Okay, fair enough. So Avalugg, yes. The fifth of Hisui's nobles. That he is, and you know what? He's an absolute beast. Yeah, he looks like a unit. Well, yes, according to what I was told, not only does he barrage you with chunks of ice, he also fires off massive icicles, so he can cause sharp crystals to erupt from the ground below you. It reminds me of a certain Titan in a certain anime. What's more, apparently the Avalugg of old could be up to 100 feet tall. Does that seem a bit too big to take on? I hope not. You'll be alright. You have to use some sword caps and they'll give you training. Nothing better for building muscle than that. Onward to the arena. let's get into it, yeah. So I suppose my freezing digits, and I'll be off. Alright. I like Volo, so far at least. That Machoke is still trying to get at us. Let's run up here. Oh, what is that? Oh, I really want that. I really want that, but I know I'm underleveled. Like, I know it's just not going to go well. But I really want to come back for that Machamp. Okay. Can I fast travel here? Not yet, at least. I probably can after I talk to them. Because I like to heal if I can. Or maybe do real strength. Alright. Why are they squatting? Why are they squatting? So I got distracted. My wife's on a FaceTime with her friends. I thought they were coming in here. You'll need unrivaled dodging ability. I think I just agreed to fight Avalugg. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we're not going to heal first. That's okay. If I think if we die, or quote unquote die, our Pokemon heal anyway. So we should be alright. This honestly feels like being in Texas today. Dang, Avalugg is a unit. Avalugg is a unit. And it's terrifying. Alright. I'm assuming someone gave us some bombs. I don't remember getting them. We gotta just throw some stuff. Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay. It's like a platformer, kinda. It's kind of. Can I roll through these? Yes. Okay. Cool. Am I hitting it? Yep. Oh, okay. Dang. Are my bombs hitting this thing? Oh man, this is gonna take me forever. More power to you living in Canada. That's tough. I lived in Massachusetts for a little while, and it was too cold for me. Dang, I thought I dodged that. This is not going well. Oh, send a Pokemon in to do battle? I can't get up. Bronzong. Dang, I couldn't get up in time. They knocked me on my behind. So I think it's safe to say I'm not going to beat them on this run. But I can continue to damage them. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. We'll have to damage them once we get revived. But yeah, we're having a I guess a snowstorm here in Texas, so it's like all snowy. It's like alright, but I'm not a huge fan of the cold. Let's continue the battle. We always keep our progress. To be fair, we didn't make much progress, but whatever little that we earned, I will take back. Dang. We did so poorly that they had no progress to give us. That's terrible. That's so bad. Okay, I get this part. We're just kind of phasing through. And then they're gonna try to like ice beam us, right? Or hyper beam us? No, these are the icicles. Okay, I get this. Oh, and then they shoot stuff at me. Oh my goodness. What's like their vulnerable point? Here? Where they kind of come up? Yeah, it must be. Okay. And then they kind of hyper beam us. We shoot some more. Okay. I think I think I get the cadence. You didn't know you die. Yeah, Zach, you can die in this. I've died a few times. Man, I keep forgetting that there's no abilities in this game. Let's go ahead and flash cannon this. This should hopefully do a good amount. Oh, okay, sweet. That did way more than I thought. Alright, we've got to take advantage of this. We've got to take advantage of this. keep throwing. We can get a couple more. Can I not? Okay, I can reach him from over here. So this part I get. You phase through him. Easy peasy. I think easy peasy. Fair enough. Let's throw some bombs. Okay, so these are the icicles. Fair enough. Okay, this isn't too bad, I think. Then they're gonna shoot some at me. Oh, dang. We didn't dodge well enough. And then they come up, and then they try to, like, hyper beam us. I think it is, yeah. Okay. I think I got the cadence down. Let me throw a Pokemon out, though, before I forget. Hey, Ryan, what's up? What is going on? We are trying to take out Avalugg after we talked about some Pokemon Draft League, but we'd love to hear your thoughts as well if you have any thoughts on Draft League that you want to share with us. Yeah, I think we're going to go Samurai. Oh, do you two know each other? Dan and Ryan? I think we can Hydro Pump here. What typing is Avalugg? Is it Ice? Oh, is it Ice and Rock? That's cool. I'm assuming Rock. You said 4 times effective with a Steel type move, and a Water type move was super effective. So I have to assume that it's Ice Rock. Alright. We got this part. Oh, now they're gonna throw icicles at us. Okay. Still doable, I think. At least we're making progress. Oh, dang, 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 dang. Alright, they can try to hyper beam us again? No. These are just... What the heck? Okay. And then they throw some at us, right? I think I'm getting the cadence. I'm a little slow on my dodges, though. Dang. And then... Dang. Can I throw bombs at you? No. And you're gonna hyper beam again. I guess Ice Beam is actually what it's doing, right? Okay, cool. Send a Pokemon out. Oh, cool. I'm glad you two know each other. That's cool you both can make it by. Nice. Okay, let's throw some bombs. And we actually beat this on our second try, which for me is like really good. No. We're just gonna do it till we die. Nice. Okay, we beat Avalugg. That wasn't as bad as I thought, because I'm not very good at these boss fights. Lilligant was still the hardest one for me. I could not figure out Lilligant's style. I could not figure out Lilligant's style to save my life. That looks cool though. All right. But yeah, Ryan, if you have any thoughts on Draft League, we'd love to hear them. We had a big discussion about it earlier. Mostly just me talking, but if you have thoughts, we'd love to hear them. Wow, I can't believe I beat Avalugg on the second try. I feel very fortunate. Usually takes me a long time. Is Sally some kind of monster in disguise? I am. I am some kind of monster. He's the one who risked his life without a second thought in order to quell our frenzied, suffering nobles. Yeah, I guess that's not monsterish. Sally cares for the Pearl Clan with all his heart and believes in Almighty Sinnoh just as deeply. So he has feared more than any of us that getting involved with the Diamond Clan and your Galaxy team could cause our people to flag in their devotion to Almighty Sinnoh. But that will change. I'll be honest, the Wardens, I'm getting confused on like whose team they are on. If they're on like the Diamond team or the Pearl team. I know your fears will change once you see what I've seen. Sai has much to teach us. He's shown us how we can overcome all manner of strife so long as our Pokemon are with us. He said, "Shoot, draft is cool. I like that." You're just like, "Yay, I'm enjoying Draft League. I've got nothing bad to say." I appreciate that. I was complaining for like, I mean not complaining, just giving thoughts for like an hour. So I appreciate that. He's like, "It's cool, man. Like, I like draft." So is that space-time rift going to start closing up now or nah? There's little way of knowing for sure, though the rift does seem perhaps a little smaller somehow. Let's hope so anyway. Well, with any luck, things will settle down now. Even if the rift does start spitting out more of that strange lightning, we should still be alright as long as we've got Sally. Yeah, Draft League is enjoyable. I think what I want to like name as well is like for all its faults or conversation in the community, Draft League is fun. Like when it works well, I genuinely enjoy it, and I definitely want to get back to that. I say we pay Grim Old Commando a visit and see if he's finally cracked a smile for us. Yeah, let's see if the commander's happy with our work. I don't think we're gonna level up, but I also don't think we need another level at this point. Like I think we're good. Let's report to Lavington. I caught 32 Pokemon? Oh, wow. Huh. That's what it feels like to play the game the correct way. Who knew I had to just talk the whole time? I'm just trying to get to playoffs. I feel you. He's like, I'm trying to get to playoffs. I'll figure the rest out once I get there. That's cool. Oh, okay. We might get some points this time. Dang, is this what it feels like to play the game the right way? Ryan, what leagues are you in? I'm curious. I don't think we played each other, right? I don't think we played each other. Ryan, the Detroit Lions fans are traveling. That's funny. Is casting gonna evolve? Maybe. Oh, are you? Nice. We finally got this thing to evolve. Nice. Very cool. I wish I would have gave you a shiny one. Alright, let's see what the commander's got for us. It's nice to finish a mission and be relatively close to leveling up. The past few times I've needed like 2,000 experience points, and that just it seemed unrealistic for me at least. Let's see what the commando has got for us. Commando. Oh, you did some YCL but had to back out. 3 leagues is a lot. More power to you for attempting 3. I think I was in 3 at one time, and I personally didn't enjoy it. So more power to you if you're able to do or even attempt 3. It's that's tough. All right, so we're going back to the Wallflower. We'll chill there. The slumbering, the slumbering lord of the tundra. Cool. Now I want to Avalugg. Does anyone know Histui Avalugg's stats? I would be very curious to know. Cherry, you're in 8 leagues? 9 leagues? Man, that's 9 leagues? Sheesh is right. Wow. Like, are you like prepping for each one of those leagues and like really trying? Like, it's cool if you're not, but like, are you really like, I'm in it for all 8 and 9? Yeah, I would be stranded here. That's wild. 9 leagues. I complain about being in 2 leagues. I'm like, my life is stressful, but 9, that's more power to you. I'm not sure what these three are talking about. I wasn't paying attention. I did 2 at once and it was so burnt out. I didn't play Mons for a year. Dang, he said I did two at once and I took a year off. It'd be like that. I feel you. I would say like I'm in it for six out of 9 though. Like prepping for 6 leagues, that's honestly more power to you. Can I move? Yeah, let's move. So I think that's gonna wrap up today's stream. I think it's a little bit shorter than the past couple of days. I'm feeling slightly burnt out after a half day training. AB classes plus other stuff. Yeah, I don't know how I balance it. I just keep joining more and more. Oh, what's happening here? Is this like the distortion world? Seems very serious. It must be the rift in the sky. Okay, cool. I think this is like the second part of the game, right? If I remember correctly, I've been told it's like broken into 3 parts. Okay, he looks villainous. He looks upset. He looks upset. I never played competitive before draft, so I'm loving it. That's cool, man. I used to play competitive like years and years ago, and I just stopped it. I wasn't enjoying it. And then I heard about Draft League, and I'm like, oh, this is such a cool concept. Like, this is something I want to get into. It's a meta I could really enjoy. So I've been enjoying it for the past year or so. What's this about, Commander? Um, what does the Commander have for us? More pressing concern that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleaver into a frenzy. Yeah, I said I was gonna go, but I'll at least get through and see what this part is, like what they're trying to do. Who or what are you really? I don't know. I don't know what I am. You came from the rift as the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? Dang. And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you're really after here? I just want to go home, man. Like, I just want to go home. What do you really think he's got the sort of fearsome power that it'd take to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn, can you prove beyond a doubt that he is free from guilt? This stranger appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee he is who he says? Who here can guarantee he is to be trusted? But no one can do that. You're asking him to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Facts. Come on, let's be reasonable. What is I supposed to do then? Facts. He'll be given the chance to investigate this latest disaster, but now as a member of the Galaxy team, he remains a suspect unless he can clear his name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky, so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. Dang. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No, until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond a doubt. Dang! Is that clear? Yes, sir. Damn. Oh, I thought they had my back. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Sally? Do not attempt to intervene on his behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skill you have displayed. That is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free rather than clap you in chains. Dang! The commander's not playing around. To clap you in... I thought you can say... I thought you can say, let you leave without clapping you. It's like, oh. They're really going for it. You're to be expelled from the village? Why? Orders are orders. Dang. They did us dirty. Let's go. Can I walk other places? I guess not. Dang, this is cool. This actually reminds me of Digimon World 3. When you get to a certain part in the game, you basically see the same like maps and dungeons, but it's just like a colors, like a palette swap. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Same kind of colors too, like purples and like pinks, greens. Dang, they're really talking trash. They're really talking about me like that. It's like Kovu in Lion King 2. Commander Cheeks Clapper. That's what I thought he was gonna say. They say, "You're happy I'm letting you leave without clapping you." I was like, dang. Pokemon is not a family-friendly game anymore. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. Are you rocking with me? Oh, okay. They're gonna take me out. I'll also see him off. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Lavington, this is really your fault for bringing me in. I'll mark you all down as bound for Fieldland Camp. Safe travels. Alright, let's see what's going on out here. Let's see what's going on out here. I wish the load screen didn't take quite as long, but it's okay. It happens. Alright, what's the plan, team? I can't believe the boss would do this. You were acting on his own orders when you quelled the frenzied nobles. Quite right. Moreover, even when you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. Facts. This is utterly intolerable, and, I might add, absolutely, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight illogical thinking tooth and nail. You must not. You will only cause Sally more pain if you are driven out as well for defending him. Facts. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aid to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Adamant or Arita might take you in. I doubt it, though I'm afraid they've both already returned to their respective settlements. Perhaps you could go and try and find Leon first. He's likely to be at Grand Tree Arena. Don't die alone out there. That's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice, in this life you will meet both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. All that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values. Facts. What of the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach to complete the Pokedex? That dream simply won't come true without you. Oh, that's it? Alright, well, I think we're going to end the stream here. As much as I want to go and seek out Leanne here, River really wants to go for a walk. So thank you all for joining the stream. It was a lot of fun talking about Pokemon Draft League. Would love to at some point get in a call with some of you all if you want to talk more about Pokemon Draft League. I am looking forward to see if any changes happen. Definitely check out Dr. Slacking's video if you haven't already, just to get some like general thoughts. And then there are some reaction videos like other people have made. But just had a lot of fun with you all. We'll see you next time for the stream, likely tomorrow around the same time. And we're probably, I would guess, 2 or 3 more streams away from finishing the game live. So make sure to join for that. And we'll see you next time. All right, bye.